Want to welcome you back to Wichita, Kansas. We're going to go to 174 pounds, and for the first time, we'll see representation from Grandview University. The first guy to represent the championship Vikings is 5th seeded Alex Reynolds, and his opponent, the number 10 seed out of Southeastern in Calhoun.
All right, let's get to business.
All right, let's wrestle for a championship at 174 pounds. Coming out first, representing Grandview, Alex Reynolds.
His opponent from Southeastern,
Calhoun, the number 10 seed, making his way to the uplifted mat. And there's Alex Reynolds. Really has been magnificent as he secured a big win over the defending national champion yesterday in semifinal action. He averted an earlier season loss to Life's Riley Smucker, where Smucker beat him 5-1 at the NWCA National Duels in Cedar Falls in January. He reversed that to a 5-1 win and has been really, really good here over the last couple days.
Yeah, Graham, I mean, he dispatched Cole Smith, the 2 seed in the quarterfinals, and caught him. 152 was the time of the fall. They quit working.
This will be the first of 5 Grandview University finalists that we'll see here the rest of the way. So Reynolds, a junior out of Warner Robins, Georgia, where he prepped at Veterans High School, and Graham Calhoun, an Indiana native. But this is where Alex Reynolds really won his match yesterday against the defending champion, Riley Smucker. He warded off numerous attempts, and his defense was just magnificent. And here is Calhoun, was really in deep, not able to materialize any points, as you see him getting after it on the out-of-bounds line. Good defense here early on by Reynolds.
Reynolds, a couple of years ago, after the blood round, came oh so close to being All-American, just fell short.
Our lead official, Mr. Jake Lawrence out of South Lake Tahoe, California. And Travis Sheely is our assistant out of Salina, Kansas.
Calhoun, as we said, from Plymouth, Indiana, a 3-time Indiana State placer in high school. Indiana is one of those states, California, one classification. You're a placer, champion, whatever, you are it in the state.
Good low leg attack by Reynolds near the out-of-bounds sector. We'll see if he'll be able to stay in bounds. Trying to pop his head out. Plenty of time to orchestrate the points. Nearing the midway point of our first period. Trying to put his...
punching that head with his knees.
Boy, is he ever pitching it out. There's 3 of them right there, I believe, for Reynolds. So a good start for the first of 5 finalists for Grandview here the rest of the way, and he leads it 3-0. Just stayed persistent, didn't he, Todd, on the out-of-bounds line. Didn't panic, but I always like to say in our broadcast, he wrestled through the extension of the out-of-bounds line, and that was able to entitle him to secure the points in a 3-0 quick lead here in period number 1.
Yeah, mat awareness, and Calhoun, I thought, he probably thought, I could get out of here, get a reset. Reynolds gets the 3.
Alex Reynolds going to put him right back down from rear standing, and as championship caliber guys do, they come right back up. That was exhibited there by Graham Calhoun, and Reynolds will brush him out of bounds. We'll get a fresh start. 58 seconds to go here in period number 1.
Head up. Don't wait. Good.
Quickly to his feet again comes Calhoun. Try to trip him forward, and that's something that I've seen the entire tournament on behalf of Grandview. They trap that ankle and just push him forward. to put a lot of pressure on him rather than a lot of rear standing lifting. Nevertheless, still a 3-0 lead. Riding time continues to accrue for 5th seeded Alex Reynolds, and another brush out of bounds. We'll get another fresh start from the referee's position.
Yeah, Reynolds riding tough. Calhoun, I mean, he's still, still coming up, still trying to build up and get away, but Reynolds right now has been like Velcro.
I like that, like Velcro. He indeed has been like Velcro. We go down inside 30 seconds. We'll see if that Velcro can stick for the remaining 20 seconds.
Don't wait. Come on, Graham. Keep that hand.
Calhoun almost gets it. Building with the quad pod, working, fighting hands, and Reynolds just right there at the counter.
How much starts that take out of a guy like Calhoun, where he's taken down, but yet tried multiple times to get out, and he just couldn't get out?
I think it's one of those things that pays dividends later in the match. These are tremendous athletes. So I think doing that, mat returns and that type of thing, it's really towards the end. You get to the late in regulation, it can pay off. So we'll see what Reynolds can do as he starts on the bottom.
So Reynolds' choice to begin the second. He elects to go down quickly to his feet. And Calhoun will just concede the escape, now 4-0 for Alex Reynolds.
Still $1.19 riding time in favor of Reynolds.
Are you surprised that Calhoun didn't challenge him perhaps with a rear standing lift there to try to maybe lower that riding time?
Maybe, it's one of those things that depends on your strategy. Do you say, I want to use some energy, try to keep him down, burn that 20 seconds off, or do I feel better on my feet trying to get that 3 points on the takedown?
Well, with that being said, it didn't stop Calhoun from dipping in here. He's got a lower leg attack. Going to try to put Alex Reynolds in danger. But this is where Reynolds really strives, and he's very comfortable in here. He's got a hold of both of Calhoun's ankles, and he will get a stalemate call out of it. We'll go right back to the neutral position with 1:11 to go.
And with that scramble, you got to keep moving, and Reynolds was able to stop that progress when he got both ankles. Once Calhoun surrenders both those ankles, he can't continue to pass legs and try to get high hips.
Title matchup at 174, a 4-0 lead for Grandview Junior Alex Reynolds. Calhoun, for the moment, just appears maybe to be a little bit apprehensive to get after the attack on Reynolds. Reynolds has been so splendid in this tournament with his defense.
He's keeping the pressure on. Back to the center of the mat.
There's another good shot by Calhoun, and a front headlock defended by Reynolds. Got an underhook, too, putting a lot of pressure on Calhoun.
And chewing up time as we're under 30 seconds. Stalemate's going to come. They're not going to let you chew up a lot of time in that front headlock position.
4-0 the score. 17 seconds to go here in period number 2.
It's the little things that add up, Ben. It's mat returns, riding tough. In that case, it's kind of holding on the front headlock until you get the stalemate. Little by little, Reynolds is playing the chess match right now to work towards the end of regulation.
And that's why I referenced it in this period. He really didn't concede the rear standing position. He kind of just let Reynolds go.
Yeah.
Now he, in essence, is in a difficult spot. Why? Because he's yielded $1.19 in riding time, as you can see into that monitor on that scoreboard. But it forces his deck of cards, doesn't it? He has to go neutral. He can't go down because you're exchanging a point for a point. Doesn't make sense. A good decision by Calhoun to go neutral in the final 2 minutes, and he's in deep on another shot.
Again, has to keep moving here. As we saw Reynolds block both those ankles up.
Going to switch ways is Calhoun. Just look at the hips on behalf of Reynolds. Staying persistent to it, though, is Graham Calhoun. Can he manifest a point out of this?
Oh, so close.
And there's 3 of them now within 1 at 4-3. And I tell you what, trying to maybe erase some of that riding time. Now that is the strategy. And a quick stalemate call, says our lead official, Mr. Jake Lawrence, makes his home out of the state of California.
Just keeps persisting. So it's your 3.
Well, we've got some a no situation, but into your video monitor was a late takedown there. So 1:10 is the time remaining here in the third and final stanza. $1.09 in favor of riding time for Alex Reynolds. So for the moment, you almost have to ride him for 10 seconds to erase that riding time.
Yeah, because we saw the Calhoun cut Reynolds free at the different stage of the match. Now you have to stay on, get under a minute there.
But it is my understanding neither one of these guys have been issued a warning for inactivity.
Nope.
So that's a big situation right now. And a start for Calhoun. He's going to probably just get to the 1 minute riding time mark and then just let him go. It's just a matter of when is he going to do it. So here's Reynolds, knowing that he leads by 1, but a little bit confused why Calhoun won't let him go, and now he does. He wasted probably about 15 seconds, did Graham Calhoun. Well, enjoy the last 45 seconds of your precious heart here at $1.74. 5-3 the score. Alex Reynolds leading Graham Calhoun. Down inside 30 seconds, and Calhoun waiting to fire off a shot.
Reynolds had to be careful there. I think he spun, He didn't realize that Calhoun still had a shot to try to get him on that leg.
Well, Reynolds, knowing that he leads by 2, he can give up a stall call and still win it here. Calhoun diving in there. Underhook defense coming. Calhoun going to run to the edge. Will yield up a point. Got to be careful. Kind of turned his back on him, didn't he? Alex Reynolds is a national champion for Grandview University, their first of the night. Final score, 5-4. Got a little bit of a situation down on their scoreboard. They say it's 5-5. But in essence, riding time was not a factor, and that is the final score. Alex Reynolds is your champion for Grandview. Final tally, 5-4. And the wrestling boys out of Grandview on the roster, they like it. They're painting up their bodies tonight.